What's up, Taurus? I'm Amber. This is Orion Royalty. Today I'm going to do a general read, so it may or may not resonate for you. So I have pulled your overall energies, and okay, let me just start at the beginning. So today, sorry, I do have my fan on for my dog. So I have a senior dog, right? And tomorrow, this is relevant, I swear to God, okay? This is where I'm starting from the beginning, okay? Tomorrow I am putting my senior dog down. She will almost be 14 years old, and that's gonna be really hard for me. And instead of feeling those emotions, I just want to work. And Spirit keeps saying, like, Amber, you're avoiding your emotions, you're distracting yourself with work. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I get it, but that's what we're gonna do. I'll deal with it tomorrow, right? I feel like you are distracting yourself because there is something coming to a close, some kind of ending, and it's like we're not wanting to let go. We're not ready yet. And with everything that's out here as I shuffled, it is also confirming that, okay? I was hearing this song by Bush called Come Down, okay? And like, I know some of the lyrics, whatever, but Spirit was like, because what I kept hearing was, I don't want to come back down from this cloud, okay? And then he says, it's taken me all this time, something, okay? But Spirit was like, go listen to the lyrics, right? Because I was letting my dogs out before I sat down to record, and Spirit was like, go listen to the lyrics. I swear to God, I listened to that song like 3 times, or I had to, because I kept zoning out. Like, I couldn't focus, right? So I feel like I feel like you want to be distracted. I feel like you want to zone out. There is something that you just don't want to think about, or think about coming to a close. So let's just start with what's out here, okay? I'm not surprised at all with the major arcana that's out here. What came out is the Hanged Man. Bottom of the deck is the Chariot, okay? So I feel like you're not confused, okay? Because I feel like you know what you need to do, right? It's a matter of not wanting to move forward. Look what's underneath that. Okay, there, I do say, fuck. I heard today, look, my throat. I heard today that it's very important to cuss, to get your fucks and your shits out, because it clears out your throat chakra. And I was like, bet, bitch. Let me get these fucking shits out, okay? Moving on. So yeah, I feel like we are having a hard time moving on, or we are having a hard time accepting is what I want to say, because we do have the Emperor out here in reverse. I don't know what this is. Spirit said take it, and I'm not surprised. The Magician, first card out here, okay? Again, it's giving me some energy of distracting ourselves with work. But here's the thing, I feel like whatever is, like, you're better off letting this thing close out, and it is out of your control with the Emperor out here in reverse at the bottom of the decks, okay? It's a cycle that we have got to let go of, okay? But I almost feel like, well, before I say that, let me get into what's over here, because I don't know, this might not be like I don't know what type of reading this is going to be just yet, whether it's, I don't know what you're letting go of, whether it's a person, a place, or a thing. I don't know. We'll fucking find out. That's what we're here for, right? Okay, so What came out over here is, I can't understand why you do what you do. I'm so embarrassed by this card. Anyways, at the bottom of the deck, we have not here for it. Okay, so a person, place, or thing feels like you wanted to change some kind of situation, or maybe you thought you could change some kind of person. Okay, maybe we're not wanting to accept the fact that, sorry, we're not wanting to accept the fact that somebody's not going to change, or a situation's not going to change. So I mean, what are you going to do? You're not here for it, but you're just going to stay in it. Okay, second card that came out is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, what for Taurus? Yeah, okay, so it is giving me a bigger vibe of that. Okay, I feel like this possibly could be like some kind of project, okay, or people that you are collaborating with, okay, because these two sitting next to each other is someone is doing all the work and the other two are just kind of sitting back, okay. So there may be some kind of idea, project, collaboration that we were trying to do with somebody, and now it's like, because Spirit was reminding me of the song I've waited all this time. So I feel like maybe there is definitely something here that we have invested in, and we feel like we're the only ones putting in the work. We're the only ones making shit happen. Okay. Half of my deck just fell on the floor. Excuse me. Okay. I just saw the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So again, that's confirming what I was hearing earlier, and I was like, I'll wait. I do feel like, you know, especially if this is like a work collaboration or whatever, like the sooner you let this go, okay, the better, okay, because I feel like there is some kind of level up to your life by letting go of this situation, okay. I hate to say it, and my dog is listening, okay, but there's going to be a whole lot more that I can do with my life once I don't have a senior dog to take care of, right? So is it a painful, bittersweet ending? Yes, right? But there is still some sweet, and I feel like there is something better on the other side of accepting that this is just not gonna work and moving on, okay? So Spirit, what for Taurus? We have What Did I Say? Okay, let me know where you can make it up. I feel like following this cycle that is coming to a close is some kind of physical abundance, okay? Not the Empress. I don't know which way it wanted to come out. In reverse. Okay, so that's interesting. Fuck shit, right? Very interesting, because we have the Emperor in reverse out here, and now the Empress in reverse. So it could also be a relationship. Maybe the two of you were engaged, and that's coming to a close. I mean, that would make sense if this is a person, because I kept hearing, I don't want to come back down from this cloud. It's taken me all this time. Something, something. Anyways, if you know, you know. Sometimes when you're channeling, it's like you all of a sudden know shit that you never knew before, and then sometimes it's like, I know that like the back of my hand, and I couldn't fucking tell you what it, you know, I don't know. If you know, you know. Yeah, okay. So we have Justice. Clarifying this Magician energy. These cards are big. I'm gonna have to move this up. I was just smelling strawberry. I don't know, like sometimes I have this weird part of my gift, you know, where it's like I can smell certain things that are not there. But anyways, I'm smelling strawberry. I can't be the only one, okay? I'm not weird. And again, now I'm hearing like Strawberry Fields, and another Bush song, Glycerine. Half the deck again. Anyways, I feel like if we do what's best for ourselves here, okay, possibly speaking our truth, regardless of, you know, maybe don't overthink, because it is clarifying this Magician card, which is Virgo energy, which is like the king and queen of overthinking, okay? But I feel like Spirit is kind of asking you, okay, what's very interesting, I'm noticing, like it's kind of the Tower in this card, I mean in this deck, kind of, it is similar to these pillars back here, okay? So maybe we're afraid that we're going to cause some kind of tower for someone. And I would say, yeah, that's absolutely true. Because if you're working with someone that is giving nothing, I mean, they're going to be upset that now, like, who's going to do the work? Okay? I don't know, but I feel like we need to unapologetically speak our truth regardless of what kind of towers it might cause for others. Sorry. Okay, I can respond to that later, I think. Sorry, as a client. I don't know why I'm hearing Jamaica. Like, I don't know. It's really weird, but like the little balls on here, I don't know why. I keep seeing like a Jamaican flag, or nope, Spirit saying Jamaica. So I don't know. You could be from Jamaica. Somebody you're dealing with could be from Jamaica. You want to go to Jamaica. I don't know. Hell, Jamaica's out here. Okay. I feel like, yeah, we need to unapologetically speak our truth here, Taurus. Yeah, okay, because I just feel like this is not making you happy anymore, okay? And you might feel like you don't have a choice, okay? There's always a choice. There's not always an easy way out, okay? There's not always an easy choice. But I feel like, again, there's this energy of you just kind of accepting, like, okay, this is just not working. I just heard false promises too. So I don't know. This is kind of, Spirit, can we reel it in? I'm not trying to read on like 10 different situations here. Knight of Cups. I feel like, wow, yeah, what's definitely coming through right now is, because I heard false promises. Shit, I may need to respond. Hold on. That is about spell work, so I will answer that later. Yeah. I shuffled and now we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, okay? I feel like false promises came in. I definitely feel very distracted. I feel like false promises, okay. Even if this is a work situation, I feel like somebody promised you, because remember, I'm being reminded that I saw the Wheel of Fortune in here, but it never came out. It just made its appearance and left. Okay, so I feel like maybe there were some false promises that whatever project this is, someone, it's like, ugh. Okay, you might be an artist, okay? Because I feel like somebody is over here, like, wanting to manage you or wanting to work with you. And it's like, they're doing nothing but taking all the credit, or I don't know. That's weird. Okay, but if this is a work situation, I feel like a lot of promises were made. A lot of things were communicated that, oh, this is going to be whatever. If it's music, this is going to be fire. This is going to be lit, okay? And it's like you're the only one trying to bring in the fire, okay? If it's not that, even if it's just like a work project, even if it's a relationship, okay? I feel like someone came in. I don't even want to talk about love. I don't know why. I feel like if this is a love situation, this is a hell no for me. Keep it moving. And that's what I'm going to say about that. Okay, I do feel like it is work because there's a costume designer on here, okay? I feel like you are the one with the creativity. I feel like you are the one who carries this energy of abundance, okay? Look at, even all the, you're the one that gets it lit, okay? And I feel like it's very possible that you might have people sucking off of you or trying to ride your coattails here. Okay, and especially if it is a situation where somebody is trying to like ride your coattails like that, yeah, you need to let that go. Okay, let's not be out here looking like Britney Spears. Okay, or a lot of these artists, quite honestly. Okay, but I would still say, you know, if someone's trying, like, yeah, let this go, okay? I don't know, and it might be hard for someone because these might be people that you are, I don't know, close to, or you have known for a very long time, or what I just heard was have taken advantage of you for a very long time, okay? Either way, I feel like what has manifested is not what you thought it was going to be, okay? And I think that the universe is like, look, we just need to move on, okay? I do feel like I don't know. And this is if, like, I don't know. Again, I'm being drawn back to, like, if you are an artist or, what I just keep hearing, like, if as soon as you let this situation go, you're gonna meet somebody who can cook and deliver. I don't know. That's what I heard. Cook and deliver. And it's an 8, okay, which is the number of abundance. I feel like whoever you're working with now is this Empress in reverse, okay? I really want to move this because, yeah, there we go. I don't know why, but with this Empress in reverse card, I'm just getting, like, someone who pretends to be something that they're not, or some shit like that. I don't know. Spirit, clarify the Magician. It's 2. Spirit says take it. Okay. We have the 5 of Swords. Okay, this is definitely giving mental conflict. Okay. And look at how this it's sitting right over this Magician and Justice card, okay? Which, by the way, is the only major arcana out here besides the Empress in reverse, okay? So you could be dealing with another Taurus. You could be dealing with a Libra. Libra is out here twice. Pisces, Cancer, Virgo. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, look, this bro looks like he's in mental conflict, okay? But it's like I said, it's sitting over this Magician and this Justice card. It's like you're wondering if you should stand up for yourself. Like, bro, what? Yeah, and the 9 of Swords following that. Mental conflict, okay? The Nine of Swords for me is a big energy of stress. Like, I know a lot of people relate it to like nightmares and things like that, but a lot of times I see this card as more like stress, okay? Stressed about a situation. I feel like you want to close something out and you just don't know, again, if you should either it's one of two things, Taurus. Either your pride and ego is saying, no, we're gonna rock this until the wheels fall off. And if that's the case, I can assure you they soon will. Okay. So it's either your pride and your ego saying like, no, we're going to make this work. Or we need some pride and ego to remember what we're worth. Okay? Take it as it resonates. Two of Cups in reverse. Okay? If this is a love, I don't know. This Two of Cups in reverse is sitting right over this card where I was seeing like maybe we might have lost a fiance. Maybe we did not want to lose this fiance. Maybe it was not over for us. Maybe we can't understand why somebody just all of a sudden doesn't want to get married. And I'll tell you, bro, nothing is ever all of a sudden. Everything takes time to fester, right? That's a more difficult one, I'm not gonna lie. So I don't want to give you some kind of blanket, it's gonna be okay, you know, but you can't control this situation, right? And if this person feels like this is not what they want to do with the rest of their lives, then you know, if we really love them, then we'll respect that and we'll find somebody who does want the same thing that we want, right? So I'm sorry if that is you with the Magician again. Okay. If it's not a love situation, then I would just say like this harmonious union, you know, where we were working on some kind of project or something, is now more of a burden because we're having to do all the heavy lifting. We're having to figure out all the this, that, and the third. We're the ones having to put in all the work. Okay. And it's just not, it's just not a vibe. Okay. Two of Cups and the Magician. Two of Cups in reverse, excuse me. Exactly. And do you like that, how I'm talking to spirit? Exactly. What spirit was saying is the Magician, okay? Because Taurus, you're coming out as the Magician, as the first card out here, okay? And what did spirit say when it came to this Eight of Wands? You're gonna meet somebody who can, I don't know, who can cook and deliver, okay? Another Magician. Somebody who's willing to put in the work. Somebody who is trying to make something out of nada. Okay? So as painful as this might be, we do need to close out this cycle. Like if you're no longer getting married, we have the Tower. That's going to be obviously a difficult situation. She is extra grumpy today. Okay, maybe you're really worried that if you try to speak your truth, like I said, that there may be a couple of people that are going to be really unhappy with your decision. Okay, and why wouldn't they be? Because I mean, they don't really have much going on. They don't know how to be in that Magician energy. So they're depending on you. Ooh, I heard cash cow. No. No. Whoever you are, I don't know. I'm not surprised. I do read for a lot of artists. But don't go be anybody's cash cow, okay? I don't know. Like, do what you need to do, Taurus. Come on, bro. I don't know. I feel like so weird having to... Spirit, what for Taurus? Ace of Pentacles. Okay, look. We need to let this cycle close, okay? Because I really feel like Spirit is moving you on to bigger and better. Literally, okay? We want to collab with somebody who is also a cash cow, okay? Not give away the milk for free or something like that. I don't know, but there's milk on the cup, okay? What else for Taurus, Spirit? We have 2, and that did come out in reverse. It's the 6 of Cups in reverse. I'm not surprised. And we have the Chariot in reverse as well. Also, not surprised, okay? Again, you could know the people that you're working with you could have known them for a very long time. So it's like you don't want to sit here and be like, hey, by the way, this is not working for me, or I don't trust you, or you guys ain't doing shit. So, and it almost feels like because, you know, the 6 of Cups is an energy of looking back at the past, okay? Or it can be an energy of looking back at the past, okay? So I feel like maybe, Taurus, we're looking back at the past and realizing someone or people have held us back for a while. See. Ginger agrees. Spirit, what for Taurus? One more, please. We have 7 of Swords. Yeah, okay. This is speaking volumes, okay? I do feel like whoever this person or people's intentions, whatever their intentions are, I don't feel like they're pure. I feel like they're definitely sneaky in nature. I definitely feel like someone is trying to take from you, okay? I'm not going to get into all that. It's not a personal. But also I feel like we need to strategize. I mean, I don't know. Give me one more for why you were showing me strategize. Five of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. And that confirms what I was feeling. Okay, now we have the 5 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Okay, 5 of Wands is an energy of like yeah, competition for sure. I don't know. So I've been trying, I'm not going to explain this. I don't know. I've been trying a new way of reading tarot based on different decks. Anyways, 6 of Pentacles. Okay, equal give and take. Somebody is not giving equally. Okay, and I feel like we just, you know, if you have to figure out an exit strategy, then do so, Taurus. Okay, because I feel like all these people want to do is put you in some drama, and like you're the one. Again, in tarot, a black cat is unlucky. You're gonna be the one paying the price for all this drama. I don't know. Maybe you already are. I did look at that already. Yeah, 9 of Swords out here for the 3rd time. So I'm going to get final advice, but I mean, I feel like, Taurus, we just got to let this cycle close, okay? Do what you got to do. You know, if you have to figure out a way to, I don't know, bow out gracefully, or I don't know. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like we might need to tell these people about themselves, because I feel like someone's putting you in unlucky situations, okay? Holding back some progress, possibly stealing from you. I don't know, bro. You did my advice is get away from these people. Do what's best for yourself, okay? Because it's not it. Yeah, okay. So again, I feel like it is a situation where we are needing pride and ego. Okay? We're needing to remember that we are the valuable one here. Not to say that anybody is unvaluable, but if you're not bringing anything to the table and you just want to feed off of others, I feel like the shoe fits, you know? Remember your value, remember your worth, okay? Yeah. You need to see these people for who they are, okay? Sneaky. Tricksters. Deceiving words is what I'm hearing. Hidden agendas, negative intentions underneath the surface. I mean, I feel like we could go on. Yeah, and it came... I'm going to take this in the upright because, boy, I feel, you know, owls represent wisdom. And I feel like the universe, your spirit team, is trying to wake you up to stand in some kind of pride and ego and defend yourself here and realize that you're the one on the pedestal here. Okay? Yeah. And the moon cat, I saw the cat, and it's just very much giving me like you're better off at the moment doing something independently, because I feel like you already are anyways. Okay, Taurus, don't worry, the universe will bring in you know, this collaboration for you. Okay, the universe will bring in someone who is like-minded, somebody who has the ability to create, okay, instead of take. I hope that this helped, Taurus. Hope you have a wonderful day or evening wherever you are.